Yo, what's up, jazz guitar friends? How's it going? Larry Tamanini here with Jazz Guitar Under 5 Minutes. Hey, you just caught me in the woodshed going through my rhythm changes. And I was working on the bridge, and as I often do, I was trying to implement a line to go through all 4 of those dominant chords. And while I was doing that, I was using probably the first lick I ever learned. Now, some people will call it a scale, and some people will call it a lick. So I guess everybody wins, right? Since I played that over a rhythm changes bridge, I was able to use 4 different scales or licks in that cycle. But for this explanation, I'm just going to go back to C because that's the easiest way to learn. Now check it out. Some people will call this a bebop scale. Some people will call this chromatic scale. Some people will call this a bebop lick. Whatever you want to call it. It's a great way to get some chromaticism and some swing into your playing. So check it out. What's going to happen here, it falls really well on the guitar because I can just go straight down chromatically from my 8th fret to my 5th fret. That's a C to an A. Now that's where the jazz happens in this lick because over a dominant chord, there is no B note. But in this line, there is. That's what makes it swing and makes it happen. The rest of the line is I'm just going down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I sort of do almost the same exact thing, but I play my C, B, B flat, and then once I get to the B flat, I sort of pivot down or up to my D note, which is my 9th, and I go down from my A to the G, right? Here's it slow, and then I'll do it fast. Jazz speed, bebop. Now, you know, at the end of my videos, I always say bebop. That started because I like to play basketball in over 40s league. You know, instead of saying Kobe, it's just a little bit more fun thing to say sometimes when you put up a shot that's going in. Most of the time they didn't go in, but I had a lot of fun out there anyway. Jazz is a different story. I'm a little bit more accurate with my jumper. And I really have worked this lick out in a lot of ways and tried to find many, many useful variations of it too. The first part of it being just that first 4 notes of the line. You know, there's so much you can do over a dominant chord. If you're approaching playing jazz improvisation modally, and you're getting to that 5 chord and playing Mixolydian, it's going to be really difficult to create any kind of tension or interest unless a big part of your line has that the natural tension, the F and the B that's already in there, right? And there's so many ways that you can, you know, use that line. Other than that interval that's contained in a C major scale, it's extremely difficult to come up with anything building tension modally. If you're trying to play jazz and just thinking Mixolydian over a dominant chord, it would be like trying to write a story without the letter R. That one note that you're missing is going to be that one letter you're missing. So you wouldn't have a story, you'd have a stoy. And, you know, just to even think about the language thing, you know, sometimes somebody could say, hey, I got a story to tell you. And you could be like, what, a story? You know, you could be playing this Mixolydian line and be really close at playing some cool stuff. And just this one little line and note that you're not playing could be a big difference in how jazzy you're going to sound if you want to try to sound that way, or how swinging your straight ahead lines are. Now, playing this line in all 12 keys is, you know, absolutely essential to getting the experience because you're going to be playing jazz, you're going to be having to play over dominant chords, so it's really useful to have a few different ideas to go to create tension. This is a cool one to use because you're creating tension without you know, a sharp 9, flat 9, sharp 5, flat 5 kind of a sound. You know, it can be really easy to pick out those sequences with the altered notes being so altered. You know, those kind of lines. It has, most of the lines are altered. If you're playing a little line like this, and I guess I'm in G now, you know, just getting that F note in there, or that, I'm sorry, in this case, that F sharp note in there, is really going to add a lot to your playing, even more than trying to shoot for some of those altered sounds that your ear and your hands might not have picked up. This is the quickest one to do, you know. That's always a good one to do as well, and you're just kind of going up from all your chord tones, you know, a whole step chromatically. But that's a topic for another video. So I hope you dug it. Keep swinging. Thanks for the amazing support. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that subscribe button.